live chat there now. So we're live here in Carrickmacross. Let me know if you hear me, see anything. Good crowds here turning out in Carrickmacross already. Let me know in the live chat. Can you hear me? Can you see me? What's it like there? Please let me know in the live chat. I haven't seen any comments yet. Is everybody in there? There we go. Sounds good. Dennis Carr. So while we're gathering here in Carrickmacross, County Monaghan, because there's a lot of antisocial behaviour going on recently, and the people of Carrickmacross are here to say no to the plantation, to the invasion of Carrickmacross, Monaghan, of Ireland. It's a lovely evening here in Carrickmacross. We saw recently, I think it was only last week, that a Roma gypsy, was had a knife, carrying a knife on the streets of Carrickmacross, lunging at cars, threatening people, and this is the type of people that are being allowed into the country. So any comments, any questions in the live chat, please let us know. Good to see everybody in the live chat. We've got the Irish Patriot newspaper here. We handed a few papers. We're going to move on down here. How are we doing now? How's it going now, boys?
The lads from Blaney, though.
Hey?
The lads from Blaney, though.
Oh, alright, you know them, right, okay. Hey, I was going to say, I only handed a few papers just about that. If you want to respond to questions, so just hand it. You know what? We should stand over here. Good speaker.
I'm going to hand you over to Daddy, look. Right. First of all, I'd just like to thank the people who run that Facebook page. That if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here in the first place. So, whoever runs that page, give them a round of applause, please. So, I don't know who's coming up here after me, but I'm just here to get the thing started off. I'm living in Carrickmacross the last 16 years, and it's changed an awful lot since I moved in. And it's a beautiful place, like, I really love living here. And but it has changed an awful lot, and I have 2 young kids living in town, and I don't like the town, the way the town is turned into, because they're 2 young kids and they have to defend themselves in this town, and it's getting very dangerous lately. A lot of stuff's happened in this town that hasn't been reported properly. Like the avenue is cordoned off for like 24 hours in the middle of the night, and no one was told what happened there. And if it wasn't for the Facebook page that we have, we wouldn't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? I wouldn't not even be told the proper stories, what's going on. So a lot of people in Carrick are just generally in fear, and that includes that the foreigners to live here and live here peacefully. Okay, you're here to live a good life, and same as the rest of us. We just don't want people to be coming here, causing trouble and causing intimidation, especially women. You know, that town up there is completely fucking dead at night. No women go out that town at all. After 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening, the town's gone. Okay. So whoever wants to come up here and talk, walk away.
Right, folks, as that chap said, welcome to Carrickmacross and anyone from surrounding areas. If anyone doesn't know me, my name is Paul Carville. On the radio I said I'm the blow-in from Blaney. And if you had a choice of 2 or 3 on the blow-ins from Blaney, I think you'd take them now at this stage. Right, I'm living here 33 years. When I moved here, it was a vibrant town, full of business, full of nights out, bit of crack. But now it's changed, drastic change. And after I did my radio interview, two councillors, Colin Carty from Sinn Féin and Peter Conlon from Fine Gael, got on the air. And I have to say, they must go to some school or a class, because when they're asked questions, they talk for 5 minutes but never answer the questions. There must be a school to go to for all politicians and councillors. So, what they said was that social media is spreading fear in the town. People are afraid. And the two buzzwords I used lately is misinformation, disinformation, because they can't call it racist or far right anymore. That's what they're saying. So if you want to know what the misinformation, disinformation is, it's because we've no mainstream media in this country. RTE went belly up there 2 years ago over all the scandals, and 770 million of tax slave money. We're not taxpayer or working class, we're tax slaves of our money went to fund them. And for that money we got what they want to put out. All the good stuff, all the economy, all about what's good in Ireland. But they're not putting out the bad stuff, what's happening in Ireland. And I'll give you a case in point on Monday. Right, I know there's kids here, so I'm going to take it very easy. 2 cases up in Dublin for 2 women who were unalived in the country. One committed by an Irishman, one committed by a Roma from Slovakia. The family of that Slovakian was up in court for aiding and abetting, burning his clothes and taking him out of the area. Which case did RTE report? The Irishman. That's RTE media fear. They're not showing you the bad stuff that's happening in Ireland. Right, this is a call out for our councillors that were elected in Carrickmacross 18 months ago. None of them are here. They were never here. And here's the crux of it. They were elected to represent you, to serve you, and where are they? Nowhere to be seen. And there's a reason for that. Party politics, towing the party line. And here's the way the party line works. Whenever there's a bit of trouble and they get under pressure, party line comes first. Then they go into self-preservation mode, looking after themselves and their pensions. After that is the people behind them pulling the strings, the billionaires and the vulture funds and everything else, the golden circle buys. Fourth is the NGO minions. Fifth is the immigrants. Sixth is the country. And last is Paddy last is us. That's party politics in Ireland. So I'm calling on them councillors. If you're not prepared to represent or serve the people of Carrickmacross, resign. Get out! Because if you're not prepared to do the job you're elected to do, then let someone else in to do the job and steer this town in a different direction, because right now it's going down the shitter. I also mentioned the councillors. Here's one from Matt Carty. The TD of Carrickmacross. Last week he put a video out. He wants more scrutiny on the money the landlords are getting for hiding these immigrants in our towns and villages. And today he put out the government's doing nothing. Well, here's the newsflash, Matt. It's gone on over 5 years and you've done nothing. He also mentioned lack of Gardaí in the town. Right? How ironic, you're everywhere in the town. Right, I mentioned the lack of Gardaí in the town, and what I'm talking about is community policing. Anyone here in Carrickmacross, I'm going to throw you a couple of names. Anyone remember Martin McKenna? He was the man in the street that guided the traffic when there's no bypass, and even when the bypass came in, he was on the street. He knew everybody from Ballybay, Kingscourt, Shercock, RD, he knew everybody. For all the 30 plus parents out there, anyone remember Ollie from Donegal? Yeah. Yes. He used to chase him around the street in his hat, and by God he run. They used to patrol around these estates at least 3-4 times a day, in around all the hidey holes where the antisocial behaviour was. It's not happening now. Don't get me wrong, there's some very good people in the Gardaí, but the top echelons would want to go and have a good long hard look at themselves, because they're not doing their job. Right. Next is on to landlords, the slum landlords. I thought we only had 2, but I found there used to be 3. Right. They're making vast, obscene amounts of money at this racket, and it's absolutely ridiculous. They're destroying our communities, they're destroying the fabric of the town. They don't care, they're laughing at us. The big mansion at the road and the flash cars is enough to show anybody. They do not care. But here's one for you. I hope and I pray that every generation of every one of those people that bears their name is forever tarnished for the traitorous acts they are doing today. Carrickmacross, in a lot of times, I travel around the campfire a lot of times, it's the same business model when it comes to vape shops, phone shops and barber shops. Now there is some barber shops that have been open for national and they're here years, fair play to them. But recently we've had an upsurge of new barber shops, phone shops and vape shops, and I'm looking around here and there's not enough heads in this crowd for every barber shop in this town to make a living. I don't care what anyone says. And as for the phone shops, unless people are losing the covers every day of the week, for 4 or 5 phone shops, I don't know how they're making a living. And then we get to the big one, the vape shops. Loads of them, poisoning our kids with all that crap they're selling in there. And I don't know whether you know, folks, but 1st of June, all disposable vapes are banned in Ireland. So 90% of what they're selling is finished. So how the fuck are they going to make a living? Sorry for swearing there, I dropped the odd F-bomb there, I'm sorry. Right, we went to the protest in Dublin on Saturday. 16 of us went on the bus and a few more went on other buses. And we walked down to, from Parnell Street down to the GPO. And for all the staunch Sinn Féin supporters out there, bad news for you. They are no good for us. And I'll tell you why, right now. When we walked down by the GPO, Daithí Doolan, Sinn Féin TD, along with another Sinn Féin TD, along with councillors from Sinn Féin, were there holding the wee placard, Sinn Féin stands against racism. So I'm a retired soldier, walking down my own capital city with my flag, being called a racist by Sinn Féin. To the right of them was the poster boy for the loony left, Paul Murphy, Ruth Coppinger, and all their little minions standing behind with a little sign going, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. So now I'm a Nazi and I'm a racist. Then you go to the left, and you've the NGO minions with the fucking cast of Fraggle Rock calling me a fascist. So was he annoyed? Was I hell? I laughed at them. Just laughed at them, because that's all. You're a joke, every last one of them. Right, so the problem we have, we've no opposition to this. No matter who you talk to, there's no opposition bar a few independent TDs, and they have no clout. So it's up to us, as members of the loud public, to get on our feet and get these clowns out of office, because they're ruining the country. Now, I was listening to Sharon Keoghan in the Shannon, and she said there's a national movement growing in Ireland, and this is it. This is the national movement that's growing in Ireland. She said they're talking about it in the bars, the taxis, the shops, the street, everywhere, barring the Shannon, the Dáil, and RTE. So what does that tell you? We're not getting the publicity, we're doing our own publicity here. So the movement has started, do not let it win, we have to keep pushing this. I'm going to finish up now, but I'm going to leave you with the words of a very famous Irish patriot, Michael Collins. Give us the future. We've had enough of your past. Give us back our country to live in, to grow in, to love. Ireland is definitely full.
Right, you going to stay up, Mama? No, I'm coming back. No, right, Carol, it's your call. Yeah, your call. No.
He's going on here a wee bit better now. Can the people over there to the left here a wee bit better now? Yeah. No, we thought this would all kind of go down onto the pitch, but look, I mean, doesn't matter. There's a bigger crowd here than we thought, so isn't that great? Yeah! Anyway, there is one local councillor from Monaghan here that's decided to stand up this evening and talk to us. It's a shame to say that.
First of all, I would like to thank us all for inviting me here this evening and seeing me here. And this is the bit like in the council chamber when I used to try to find out what was happening to our country. I was getting beaten 17-1. Every time there's a vote put to it, there's 18 councillors in one and 17 and voted against me. And as you can see here, I have 3 notes down here because unfortunately I'm on the wrong side of 70 and the memory's not just as good. But some of the things that I was actually thinking about there, what has happened, and especially on Saturday, and the great pleasure it gave me on Saturday there was to see that 50,000 would go down through Dublin and there wasn't even a traffic cone turned over, you know, so it was brilliant. The media must have been sick on Saturday evening. The Shane Coleman, them and News Talk and the RTE, they must have been bloody well sick to see that the people, 50,000 people at the time to call us right wing, we've been right all along, and right we will be. But I want to get one thing straight here. The reason we have a housing problem in this country is because our government opened our borders and invited the whole third world to come in here, all speaking all different languages. They came in their tens of thousands to communities like Carrickmacross are suffering the consequences. The so-called opposition are in step with the government and agreed with their policy. Woke Republicans are standing beside radical Marxist extremists and NGOs that counter-protest outside the GPO last Saturday. And like as I said, there are 50,000 Irish citizens filed past these lefty extremists in one of the most peaceful protests that Dublin has ever seen. As I see there, our young people cannot afford housing, and we are forced to compete against greedy vulture landlords who are making millions from taxpayers to house refugees and illegal immigrants who are scamming the asylum system. These vulture landlords are no better than the English landlord we had during the pandemic.
Good crowd.
Yeah, always hit so.
Some of our young people are trying to start families and get on the property ladder, and we're forced to erect modular homes on their own land, only for the council to threaten to bulldoze them because it doesn't comply with planning regulations. But this does not apply to asylum seekers accommodation, where greedy developers are exempt from planning laws by ministerial directive. When a large number of third world immigrants from different cultures and backgrounds are placed in small communities like Carrickmacross, there is a risk of antisocial behaviour and residents no longer feel safe in their own town. This is happening in towns all over Ireland, and our government, backed by a woke media and opposition, they think they can get away with it. We need to send a strong message out to our elected representatives that enough is enough. The people of Carrickmacross want their town back. IPAS centres needed to be closed down and deportation orders be fast-tracked. There is a need for zero tolerance of antisocial behaviour, and I will encourage the Garda to send out a strong message that this will not be tolerated. The last bit of message I was thinking last Saturday was the 26th of April. 109 years ago and 2 days, the 24th of April 1916, Irish men and Irish women marched into the GPO to try to win Ireland back for the Irish. And to think that last Saturday we had people who called themselves Republicans who marched through Carrickmacross town and modern towns with tricolours, read proclamations at gravesites, you name it. And where were they standing? With the bought globalist woke media. It's a bloody disgrace. Remember, these left-wing parties, they're sister parties over on the so-called mainland and United Kingdom. They allowed the rape of 10-year-old girls, treated them like no better than bits of meat. For years, the left-wing media blocked the police, social workers were sacked, nurses were sacked for their job when they give evidence. This is the crowd that the Republicans were standing with. The sister parties of people before Scotland and England are criminals of the highest degrees what has happened to our country. Our country is a disgrace. Disgrace what they've done in times and today they got their answer because the reformers kicked them out of virtually every bloody council in England. The last thing I'm going to say here, there's a great song one time. It was called "Only Our Rivers Run Free." I often think about it in the Republicans, and it says, "Where are you now when we need you?" And the single of our last night, he's standing against the TPO with a bunch of lefty loonies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We have somebody next to get up here, another local. Jenny Kingan is going to get up to have a reach out. She was up here last week.
Sorry, it's very hard to follow Paul Carville there. He's such a great speech. It's only a page. Hello everyone and welcome visitors. As some of you know, I was one of the people who attended the peaceful protest in Dublin last Saturday and marched with a huge crowd of the cause. It's important to keep that momentum going and build on that. At that march, there was a group of anti-racism protesters. Amongst them was Sinn Féin TD Paul Donnelly. They were all brandishing anti-racism signs with the Sinn Féin name on them. We got heckled by these people. They labelled us racist and hurled abuse at us to try and provoke a reaction. Racism is when a person or people are treated worse, excluded, disadvantaged, bullied or degraded because of their race or ethnicity. This is not the case at all. It is wrong and unfair that we are being labelled falsely. Ireland has welcomed a lot of people over the years. They have all integrated well and have become friends, loved ones, colleagues and hard-working tax-paying members of our society. Ireland is now their home. In 2024 alone, approximately 149,200 immigrants arrived in Ireland. 86,800 of these were other citizens. It does not have a list of nationalities for this category due to the sheer number of these nationalities, of which different news reports of relevant crimes can tell us that they are unvetted because they have been allowed in despite any crimes they may have committed previously. Carrickmacross, one of many rural towns, has become overwhelmed. It has become a shadow of its former self. Unsettling incidences with increased frequency has been occurring, not just in recent weeks, but in recent years. This has snowballed over that period of time. We are all rightfully angry and fearful of this, not only for ourselves, but for the younger generations and those to come. To the greedy, corrupt landlords, slum millionaires, we see you. We condemn your immoral growing businesses because they are growing. Cramming people into your accommodations like battery hens, continuously and shamelessly lining your pockets with dirty money made at the expense of Ireland and its people, not caring about the repercussions of your actions in any shape or form. We all know them. To the Irish government, you were the puppets of the EU, allowing them to suffocate us, compromise our safety and our well-being as a nation. You facilitate and fund greedy landlords, of which some of you are such landlords. You willfully ignore our plight. You try to control the narrative by what you say yourselves, and through some media outlets, you know who they are, downplaying the numbers of our protests and our reasons for concern. We the people pay our many taxes. We the people pay your high salaries. We deserve better. We deserve a better government. Get them out! Thank you.
Oh, I was told John Wilson is there. Where is he? Oh, there he is. What's to say a few words?
Thank you. Seamus Trainer asked me, Councillor Trainer asked me to say a few words. Just scribble down a few notes here. Like Seamus, I'm not as young and vibrant as I used to be. Speak into the mic! But anyhow, Micheál Martin is very concerned about borders. Not the Irish borders, but he's very concerned about borders, Ukrainian borders, every other country in the world's borders except Ireland's borders. You're all familiar, well, the older people here will be familiar with the song, If You're Irish, Come Into the Parlour. Well, recently, the leaders of Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Sharia Féin, the Labour Party and the rest of the Ireland Last politicians all got together and they rewrote the lyrics of that song. And it goes like this: if you're Irish, don't come into the parlour, there's no welcome there for you. On the 1st of January 2004, Ireland became a dumping ground for Eastern European criminals and social welfare tourists. I was stationed, I was a guard in Clonus at the time. I was there from 2002 until 2013. And early in 2004, it became very obvious to me that the prisons had been emptied in Europe and they all had been given one-way tickets to Ireland. Okay, they have caused chaos. That's, before we get on to the invaders from the third world, okay, the criminals from Europe have caused chaos in this country. Shane O'Farrell is in Mahracloon graveyard tonight because we don't control our borders. We're not a sovereign country. A country that doesn't control our borders is not a sovereign country and can never be a sovereign country. Shane was brutally killed by a serial criminal offender who should never have been let into this country. He should have been never let in. Okay? Now the excuse given by the government, well, he was an EU citizen, he's entitled to free movement of people. You know, the free movement of people. No. Decent people are allowed free movement. But scumbags, criminals and lowlifes are not entitled to free movement. And there is no impediment on the Irish government. The Irish government could have deported that lowlife long before he flipping brutally killed Shane O'Farrell. There was another young man brutally killed in this town as well, a man called Seamus Bell. He was killed in a so-called one-punch attack by another Lithuanian serial criminal scumbag who should never have been in Ireland.
Yes.
Now let's talk about Sinn Féin for a minute. Or Sharia Féin. I know Mary Lou, I know Matt Carty, I get on very well, they're decent people, okay? But the Sinn Féin of 2025 is not even the Sinn Féin of 1998. It's they have the same name, it bears the same name, but it is not the same political party. The Sinn Féin of 2025 is a woke, globalist mess. That's all it is. After the groundbreaking Supreme Court ruling in the UK 2 weeks ago, where they said that a woman is a biological female, my God, who'd have ever thought that? A Sinn Féin TD could have sent out a tweet saying that it was a common sense and is a common sense decision. Okay, he was slapped down right away by the party leadership, and he had to remove that tweet. If you attend this meeting that Sinn Féin have organised next week, and you ask Matt Carty, Matt, define a woman, and he answers, well, a woman is an adult human female, he will be slapped down by the party leadership as well. Okay? When a party that doesn't even know the definition of a woman, you know, they shouldn't be anywhere near power in this country. And by the way, if you had asked me 5 years ago to put on a bet on Mary Lou McDonald becoming Ireland's first female Taoiseach. I was 100% sure that she was going to be the first female Taoiseach of Ireland. Now that percentage has dropped down to maybe 1 or 2%. I don't think she'll ever be the Taoiseach of Ireland. Go Red! Go Red! Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland, was riding very, very high until she decided, that a man could identify as a woman and be put into a woman's prison. That didn't turn out too well for her, did it? Right, in relation to the EU Migration Pact. The EU Migration Pact that our government hurried through Dáil Éireann there recently, they would not give the people a vote. They wouldn't hold a referendum to allow the Irish people to decide on the EU Migration Pact. For a very good reason, it would have been heavily defeated. But Micheál, after the big protest last Saturday, Micheál was asked about the protest, and he was on about democracy, and we were, democracy and democracy and democracy. Yes, they talk about democracy when it suits themselves. He will not give the people a referendum on the EU Migration Pact. The EU Migration Pact that we have an opt-out in is a death warrant of the Irish. It's a death warrant for the Irish race. That's what it is. Irish people make up 0.06% of the population of the world. Okay, 0.06%. In 100 years' time, if we do not stop the madness, stop the invasion of our country, Irish people will be a small little ethnic minority on the island of Ireland. That's all we're going to be. And Ireland without Irish people is not Ireland and can never be Ireland.
Absolutely, yes.
You're all familiar with there was a court case recently, a couple of days ago, where an Indian man was convicted of attempting to abduct a 5-year-old child. Okay, and Judge Nolan, God help us, imposed a 3-year suspended sentence on that scumbag, right, and gave him 2 years to leave the country. He's now 2 weeks to leave the country, right, to self-deport. He's now going to head for Qatar. Well, I have news for you. I'm in the process of contacting the Qatari authorities to inform them about the deal. And I've got a strong feeling that Mr. Flippin abductor will not be very, very welcome in Qatar. He will be thrown out, hopefully. In the same way that the scumbags we are taking in here from the third world would not be allowed into the United Arab Emirates, they would not be allowed into Qatar, or they would not be allowed into any other Muslim country in the Middle East. But we're expected to take the detritus of the third world here. Everybody come to Ireland. Roddy O'Gorman, I'm not going to tell you what should happen to him, but he advertised Ireland in at least eight different languages, inviting the world to Ireland, inviting the third world to travel to Ireland. Okay, I was in Dublin at that great Patriots protest last Saturday. Right, it took us 1 hour and 5 minutes to get from the Garden of Remembrance down to O'Connell Bridge, and RTE reporting 5,000 people attended the protest. Yeah. Right? Their day is coming as well, I can assure you. Yes. The days of calling us far right and extremists and racists and xenophobes is quickly coming to an end. I met people in that protest last Saturday that never, ever, ever attended a protest before. The people of Ireland are finally waking up at the 11th hour. They are and you'll be happy, I'm going to conclude now, you'll be all happy to hear. I just want to get up my phone for a second. There's a quote I want to read out to you, sorry. Who here is familiar, how many here are familiar with Dan Breen, the great Irish patriot, Dan Breen? I want to read you a quote of his. Where technology is concerned, I'm not the brightest, I can assure you. Now, 1 second. Dan Breen was asked, You know, he was asked about what he loves about Ireland, what he loved about Ireland. And he replied, the people of Ireland. You know, he loved the people of Ireland. Then after that came the hills and dales and rivers. I can look at them, but I can't look at them if the people aren't there. We are heading to disaster in this country unless we take action now. And this, to quote the great Steve Bannon, the man who put Donald Trump in the White House in 2016, ask yourself what you can do for your country. Ask yourself, what is my task and what is my purpose? If that answer is to save my country, this country will be saved. Thank you very much.
Well done, John. I think there's Mark Brady is there. Is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, you're brilliant. I was told to get up. Hello there. If I'm Paul Town, I'm low end, I'm fucking definitely one. I'm not from Carrick, but I'm not far away. I'm only down the road. And the reason I'm here is I'm like everyone else. I'm a parent. Now, it's amazing to see this crowd here tonight. It's unreal. But there's something very seriously wrong with it. Not one of us should be here. We should all be at home doing our usual Friday evening things that we always did. But a crowd of occupiers in our Dáil in Dublin has forced us to come here. I will not call them our government. They are not our government. They are occupying the Dáil and they are using their landlords to drive us out of town. This happened in the 1700s. It's not going to happen again. All the people that are here tonight that are not from Ireland, that have moved over here, that are standing with us, you are more than welcome here. And there's not just welcome here. We need this. We need you to help us with this fight. This government has us forced into a psychological war. And believe it or not, every one of us that doesn't understand that, we are all on the battlefield. Each and every one of us. They've turned the whole country into a psychological battlefield against us. But they will not beat us. We will keep going. And they are trying to force fear into our hearts, to leave us that we're afraid to leave our homes. Fear causes two different things. You'll either shovel away with fear, or you'll go out and get angry and do the wrong thing. We use this fear a different way. If we use this fear that they're pushing into us to unite against them, each and every one of us, turn that into a unified occasion all across Ireland. And that will end this occupation of our Dáil. Turn the fear into a unity. And these landlords, they tried that in the 17th century. What happened then? Did they think a share of wee men on rubber dinghies at a little is going to beat us out of Ireland? Not a fucking hope. Thank you very much. There's a girl here to sing a song. Rebecca, you're going to sing. You have that set up there?
Hi everyone, it's lovely to see such a strong and passionate turnout here today. I'm really honoured to be asked to be part of this powerful moment. Before we march together, I'm going to sing a song that I hope connects with the energy and spirit of why we're here. Thank you for listening.
Squadrons pass me by. No, I did
Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't the main organiser here. I'm just here to help up this little stage here, and just the speaker was left up to us. It was kindly donated by a man. I don't know. You've done really well tonight coming out. There must be at least 500 or 600 of you. Well done for coming out. You've shown basically that the people of Carrickmacross, at least you people, care about this. All right. So it really is up to the locals to put the pressure on your councillors, on your TDs. I don't know, Matt will have his meeting in the hotel on Tuesday evening. If any of you go there, I don't know what does it say to him, or is it pointless? Maybe it is. But anyway, what you have to do is you are going to have to come together, and you are going to have to keep the pressure up here. Because the only message they're going to get is in 4 years when the local elections and the national elections come around again, they might start listening again when they get afraid that they might lose their seat. Anyway, I'm going to bid you adieu because I don't think there's anybody left to speak from the local area that we have, and I don't know, safe journey home, I guess I'll say it to you. Well, that's up to you. Anyway, as I say, I didn't organise this. If you want to go that way, that's up to you. We'll leave it then.
Alright everybody, so we are in... Up the straight! Up the straight!
Niall.
Oh, how you doing?
Hello, I'm back to before.
Oh, doing YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm after coming down from Dublin. I was a bit late.
Oh, good, you're well.
Little Penny on Sunday.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Here you go. You want to try the ball? New shipper in the bottom? Do by yourself? So why we're in Carrickmacross, everybody? People are opposing the mass immigration invasion.
I think we're going for March. I think that's what the main thing is. I think
For March up the street now?
We're going up, I think, that way.
Don't make the new shippers ready.
Barney Street, is it? Right, okay. He's ready to march?
How are you?
Here's it.
Hey, the girls, separate your shoes. Don't expect
We'll see you tomorrow.
I don't have any.
Where are you from? I'm Castlebelly.
Good man, you're taller in real life.
Yeah, you're taller. I didn't say it. Everyone always says that.
Legend.
Yeah, but YouTuber. Fantastic crowds here at Carrickmacross. People are opposing the immigration invasion. YouTuber about. Do you have a couple of days have a good read? We're going to go for a march now up, I'm assuming Main Street.
Yeah, fair play to you, like Paddy.
Have one.
The laughing to me.
Right, away we go.
People that came to work that joined into the community.
These are having a big meeting any tomorrow, aren't you?
Hi, later, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't think so. Practicality won't make it, but we follow you, so.
Oh, very good. A good crowd there.
Yeah, there was. I know, like every night.
Welcome to Dublin, please.
Thank you, sir. You were here last Friday.
Are you from Carrickmacross? How many is in the live chat? 900. Holy fuck, 900. Good stuff, good stuff. I'll just chat here now while we're walking. Do you want to push that there, do you? if you can. Do you mean to hold the flag? You have 2 hands. There you go.
Once you get up here,
Aye, bear right now. So, we are in Carrickmacross, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're all doing well. We've handed out about 3, no, hold on, no, that's not right. 3 bundles, so actually 600 new shippers. With another bundle left. Oh, no, I've dropped some papers. Do you want to take them and hand them out for me? Thank you, dear. So, great scenes here in Carrickmacross, County Monaghan. How's everybody doing the live chat? Any questions? Let me know. God, somebody here is down, doesn't look too good. Hope they're alright, wee baby. Let's point this over here. The wee girls are out. So look, if you want to get the new shipper that we're handing out, there's a link in the description to get our new shipper, our party new shipper, Ireland's only Irish nationals new shipper in the whole island of Ireland. If you want to join as a member, get involved in real political action, join as a member, pinned to the live chat, top link in the description, support our work. I travelled 2 hours today, well, an hour and 45 minutes from Donegal to Carrickmacross. We're putting in the effort. We are, hold on, there's a good crowd here now going up. We're marching up Main Street here now. I really should go up here and get a video of this. We'll try and get up here, but so great to see hundreds and hundreds, about 500 or 600 people anyway, in Carrickmacross. We've got 600 papers out with another bundle, so we have another 200 to hand out there. I see Niall O'Hara standing up there on the wall. Well, I've got the tricolour here too. It's a fine day here in Carrickmacross, everybody. Almost 1,000 in watching live. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Make sure you. I'm live. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, all that. Pretty much 1,000 in watching live here now, from Carrickmacross. Beautiful wee town. I suppose North Midlands. I don't know how would you describe Carrickmacross. So the Carrickmacross recently has, well, I take it back. Carrickmacross for a long time actually, for the last decade, anyway, from what I know, has seen a lot of migrants, an influx of migrants, a lot of migrant crime. There was a fella there who talked about a young fella who I believe he was out celebrating the christening of his twin daughters, Seamus Bell, and he was fucking hit by a Lithuanian scumbag who should never have been in this country. He was in Lithuania. He had violent crimes, sexual crimes in Lithuania, no background checks. He was allowed into Ireland, killed Seamus Bell, and he only did like 3 or 4 years, and he's out now walking the streets among us again. And from what I understand, he's not been deported. Ireland does not carry out deportations. We don't have a deportation team like ICE that they do in America. We like that. There was an Indian national there who abducted a child, but the child was thankfully taken back off the Indian. But what happened? He got a 2 or 3 year suspended sentence. Didn't do any time, and he was given 2 weeks to self-deport. What an absolute joke our justice system is. There's Philip Dwyer there. All right, Philip. So we're walking up the street here in Carrickmacross. There's well over 1,000 people now watching live. As I said already, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please share this on all your social media platforms. If you want to join our political movement, if you want to get involved in real life political action, join as a member. Pinned to the live chat, pinned to the description. If you want to get our party newspaper, you can as well. Anywhere in the world, you can join from anywhere in the world. UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, of course. Please join. Support our work. We'll be in Letterkenny tomorrow, exposing the plantation in my local county, County Donegal. We're going live from there probably 12:30, so make sure you tune in. So it's fantastic to see so many people hitting the streets, this whole street here. How you doing? Hi boys, how's it going now? Where's my paper man? I'm waiting for my paper man, field bodies.
Free John Paul.
Slot. How's it going? I'm up and up Good to see so many youngsters out in the streets as well, opposing this immigration invasion into Ireland.
You going home?
So over 1,000 watching live now. What's this fella handing out here? I'll take a leaflet or something over his helmet. He's handed the last one out. What were you handing out?
It's not migration, it is replacement.
Oh, that's it. Of course, or replacement migration.
We like to call it death migration now, because that's what it is. It's like the death of the Irish culture.
Of course it is.
Systematic replacement.
Where are you from?
Belfast.
Right, okay. And what's things like up in Belfast?
People are not awake.
Right.
There's a lot of socialist left woke tards like Jerry Carroll spreading lies and misinformation about people, calling people with genuine concerns.
Yeah.
Racist far right, stirring up situations that just don't exist.
Right, okay.
If people before profit and Sinn Féin and people like that would actually come and talk to the people instead of being afraid to speak up against the party whips. You know what I mean? You know yourself how it goes.
The most recent time I've been in Belfast a few months ago, like I was in the city centre and it was unrecognisable, really.
Oh, it's terrible. The heroin is one of the biggest problems in Belfast city centre.
Right, okay.
Yep. It's all our own people. Now, just like the guy said here today, in all these areas where the heroin is, I'm not alleging anything, but I'm just saying these barber shops pop up. Like we had 2 barber shops on the Falls Road.
Turkish barbers?
We had 2 barber shops on the Falls Road for the whole 30 years of my life.
Yeah, right.
They closed during COVID.
Right.
Now, everybody on the Falls Road survived on 2 barbers. Now there's about 10 and they're all Kurdish.
Right,
Hardly
okay.
surviving on everyone. The phone shops, the vape shops. You know what I mean?
No, it's in every town. They're
getting government grants to open them up. Why are these government grants not going to Irish people?
No, I agree with you.
Why are they putting on seminars in Croke Park, one of the most historic places in Ireland, to encourage companies to hire Irish or migrants over Irish people.
Yeah, you're right,
7,500 for every company that takes in per head of migrant, and if it's a Roma Gypsy, it's 10,000.
It's annihilation of the Irish race itself.
Whereas people before profit and all these people that cry about the economy and the jobs and the workers supposed to represent the workers, why are they not standing outside Croke Park complaining about these jobs first?
And Croke Park too, they have the Muslim festival Eid, like annihilation of our culture. Croke Park is sacred, and that Muslim cleric, he said himself, we wanted to pick a historical site in Ireland.
And that is the exact reason now why they stand outside the GPO every weekend.
And you saw Sinn Féin there last week, not even a week ago on Saturday there, shouting and screaming at Irish nationalists who don't want to be replaced in their own country.
Absolutely disgraceful. Every part here, like I was part of Dundalk. Dundalk's a Republican town.
Carrickmacross is too.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Carrickmacross is the heartland of the Republican movement.
You got it in one. So like, this is the areas where Sinn Féin would want to start listening.
But like you see
hear all this stuff about why do they only shout Sinn Féin are traitors? Why do they only shout because Sinn Féin are the Republicans. So wake up to that, and that's the reason why people shout Sinn Féin are traitors.
And you see like all the hardline Republican areas, the Sinn Féin seem to fill them with foreigners. What do I call that town too? Is it Cooks? No, what do I call that town? Dungannon.
Dungannon.
That's I have a theory that that was the head of the O'Neill clan.
Yes, County Down.
County Tyrone.
No, Dungannon is County Down. Is it not?
No, Dungannon's Tyrone.
Right, there you go.
Dungannon, no, that was the head of the O'Neills, and they have filled that. I've never seen as many foreigners in all my life in Dungannon, and it's like it's symbolic. It's the conquering of the Irish people, the conquering of the Irish nation, and they picked these places as historic towns where the Irish, had their strongholds, and Dungannon is one of the, you could argue, was the centre of Ulster, the head of the O'Neills. So
every country that Islam tries to conquer, even its own countries, like when ISIS took over Iraq and stuff, Saddam Hussein had left all the Buddhist statues and stuff there that were there for thousands of years. They came along and destroyed them all. It's what they do. They erode culture.
Well, that's what they're all about, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the left people that go on about racism and stuff now, they want to learn a word, and that word is ethnocide.
They're genocide.
We are being systematically and deliberately replaced by the exact people who these left-wing people are supposed to stand up against. That is capitalism, that is everything.
Who is the lad from Belfast? Someone in the live chat says.
Who is he?
I don't know, it's gone already. There's 1,100 watching live.
Follow the Patriots of Era on X.
Oh, right, okay, good man.
$24 vape store.
So we're walking through now Main Street, right? Let's describe what we see. So we see a foreign fish and chip shop, 24 hours, or vape shop, Vodafone, a pub there, home garden. Other side, gifts, Chinese takeaway, Greenmount restaurants, Pizza Max, the hairdressers. It reminds me of Ballybuffet a lot. No, this isn't as bad as Ballybuffet actually. Like Ballybuffet now is full of Turkish barbers, foreign takeaways, phone shops, ethnic food shops. How's it going now? Now this is a Republican stronghold here at Carrickmacross, but where are Sinn Féin? They were nowhere to be seen. What did men give their lives for during the Troubles? For what? To hand over Carrickmacross, to hand over Monaghan, to hand over Ireland to a load of fucking foreigners. Yep, John Max's Castle Blaney Road is a majority migrant. What's Castle Blaney like?
Yeah, it's comparing to this,
Right.
No way past on people.
Oh, you don't want to be dropping in pippers?
Oh yeah, mentioned the places for them.
Right, okay, right.
Ton, but
Oh, right, okay.
And then the hotel, again, Tower Hotel, and something else.
Apparently, it's Donegal destroyed now.
Aye, he has Donegal destroyed. And it's going to make it a lot worse in Letterkenny too, because they're applying for a lot of new iPass centre, turn apartments into iPass, Lower Main Street, Letterkenny, and that's where all the crime is. That's that whole area, Lower Main Street, Letterkenny, will just be iPass. Letterkenny.
I have to crack it again. I can't talk about it now. I have to crack it again.
No bother.
There's a lot start to be revealed.
Hopefully.
It's just the way the problem with it is getting it out there.
Dear, I need to do a pre-record. Will you hold that there, look? Just stick with him. Just point to the crowd, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hold that. The other hand there.
That's mine. We'll take that home.
Huh? Where's you at?
No, we're going to go.
Oh, he's way up.
4.5 billion spending on these housing these people.
It's unreal. And they're going to, it's not even slow, they're ramping it up, like, it's not even slowing down, like, it's brutal. How are you getting on it?
Very good.
I'm after getting a job. Love it. It's all right. Over there.
Newspaper.
Don't know what they want me to do this for the opportunity. I may as well. It's not, huh? Push me away.
I'll have a couple of those. No, he's waiting for him.
And no money is free. There's no.
They just distribute them around the area. You know, a couple of shops taking them around the house. I have to tell them this.
Yeah.
Maybe up in Donegal, or Dad's house up there, we'll stay in it, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of walking, but like I don't do a bit. I'm doing a video with their constituent.
Yeah.
I put up a video nearly every day. No one just on Facebook. And I put up one nearly every other day. And fuck, like it's between trying to go to work and a little bit of farming too and doing it. And you're constant on the phone. My woman's constant. I never fucking see you anymore. She can see me doing the wall. Like, you know, that's it. Like, you see me then. Like, you know.
It is a wall.
Well, it's a wall. Yeah. Well, you made it here. Just you're looking well.
Thank you very much. That was it.
You made someone for this.
I started on a new thing.
The same thing. I don't know how mine is there. I'm not home to come in the village and I'm stuck with us.
Take a few there.
Send me.
Because they're annoying. What's happening?
I can get that type of stuff if you want. Let's get one of I'm carrying flags and cameras, not mine at all. I look like a fucking. It's no problem. Very best.
That was a good speech.
Yeah? I intended to send one and forgot it. That's the crowd I forgot. Huh? Yeah. That's right, I have this man flagging stuff. Seamus Turner. Hold on, Barry, walk back up with you. Wait a minute. I have to give this man his flag back here. All right. Oh, sure, I'll walk on and give it to him down here. Stand there like you've this flag.
Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, we'll stand over there till he comes over to me. He's recording someone there. Pull it here a minute. Have to give it back to him here. He took this. I don't know where he went. He's over there.
What do you call that shit?
What? I think it is video, and I don't know. It's not mine. It's Niall's. He's still standing beside there. What? He's not me to hold him when they left me. He's interviewing the man. Good fella, Niall.
It's based on DNA, blood, heritage.
0.06 of the world's population of Irish. Only 0.06.
Yeah, it's tiny percentage.
It's a third of the world.
What? I'll go back up, sure, yeah. But I have to give him back this here. Give this. This is his. Niall's. What? I don't know. Well, we're all going up, we'll have to check. I know that. Some job, that. Oh, shame.
No, but put that the fan. 8, 9, 10, 11. Why are they 12, 13, 14, 15. That cost about 16, 20. I was coming from, and I don't think it.
Right, no, so I lost all my men here. This guy asked me how left minute, and he's gone with it. No.
I woke up with singing.
I walk up alone with it.
I haven't even got phone or anything.
No, he's still stuck down now.
No.
I don't. It's not. I left the room there. So you can walk away with it. He can edit or don't go do what he likes. Can't he? Huh? That's all I know.
I know the person.
Oh, I could have said plenty, but we're not worried about it. Wouldn't be the first one. I think that's my problem. Yeah, I say too much sometimes. But could be worse. Could be worse. Still down. Still down. Huh? Well, some pair of woman and man now. I don't want to worry about it. Without saying it now. Well, some pair standing there and started piping over for you there, whatever it was about. Huh? Way out there. Who's them sitting right there? You see that? I'd say that's. Huh? No, that's a different outfit. I'd say that's some of the slumlords outfit. Huh? What do you think? Say that's what that is. Where did my man go to? He's still away at 12 days. would have talked crab at running down there, the corn stood in front of me. That put me out too bad. Hold on. Huh? That put me off the whole thing, you know.
Slippy enough.
It gets very cold at night, doesn't it? There's no growth, you know, there's no growth at all. No, that's not going at all. It's spraying like fuck, you know, they're going to poison us. Massive wake up, I don't know what's going to happen. There's Barney going down. We'll do it back here. We're running out of time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The people talking about the next election. The next election. Here, turn that off.
I'm going to give it to him again.
Switch it off.
Here's the owner coming out. There's the registered owner there.
Sorry about that.
That's your flag too now.
Your man was hanging us. Hold on I'm going to put this in my bag here. Look.
Right, you walk with it.
But anyway, as I say, this has to happen all over the country. It has to start at grassroots. I was like this for the last year of the election.
Good man.
Everything back.
That boy, everyone's saying that was definitely a farmer that was doing that.
Which?
People like you're putting the phone over your shoulder. You're right. He is a farmer. All right, now, Derek. How's it going on, sir?
That's bad, brother.
You going up tomorrow?
You make me Twitter day every day. Yes, sir.
All right, good man. Here, go on, howl that air. Were people asking for papers, were they? If you want to follow me around, you can. Do you want paper?
I want below.
Hey?
I don't want down in somebody.
John, do you ever bush?
Oh, yeah.
Sweater just came on Facebook.
Oh, that one.
She's in there, Neil.
This man's helping me out. Do you want to use your beer, ladies?
I didn't know. You know what? You're Neil's cameraman.
Yeah, I'm Neil's cameraman.
Good man.
You're well dressed over here.
I am. I bet I'll be. I'm advertising for my business.
Oh, yeah. Newspaper boys? You got one already? I can see your face. No newspaper boys?
Just my brother, how's it going?
Give that man a paper.
Big turnout.
It's great.
Isn't it?
Brilliant, Jerry. Brilliant. I'm representing the classic Laney constituency.
Well, brother.
Oh, yeah. All right. Dead on.
Right now, look, Jerry.
No, he was scurrying away, wasn't he?
No.
Do you want music around anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so what's that anyway? We're just hanging around like a bunch of idiots now. Here, would you take a lock of more t-shirts with me? Hand them out.
What do you want?
Bring them with you somewhere to you. Where are you from? Well, put them in 3 letterboxes or something. I've 50,000 newspapers. Here, I have an already small handful. Come here.
You haven't heard that before today, have you?
What's that?
Lifford, the hotel.
I've heard things online about it. What he's...
I think they're putting the roof on now and I think they're coming.
They're coming now.
Yeah.
Where's Ballybay?
Ballybay, just the next town to
Next
here.
town over, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just in the centre of Ballybay.
Right, okay.
And I think they're coming.
Oh, they're coming.
They've wee house at the back of it, and they've people in are already in it.
Oh Jesus, right, okay.
So,
sounds about right.
Yeah, I think they're coming in. I'm going to try and get a protest next week or so, because I think they're coming. So
people need to wake up.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, do you want to take a look? Do you want to take a lot more papers? Help me out.
So this man's coming. He's plenty man too. He's going to sorry.
No, I've already given him a bundle.
Right.
That's you. Oh, sir, now. Yes, up.
See you tomorrow.
Good man, see you there. So that's it, everybody. 800 new shippers gone. I can take that or now, Derek, if you want.
Where's me flag?
Your man, the farmer, has it over there, though. So that's it, everybody. 800 new shippers gone. Well done to everybody. So we're just standing in the middle of the road here. It's a great crowd out tonight. People speaking up, standing out to the immigration invasion. With 800 newspapers distributed, we have tried to spread the word as much as we can, try to wake up the Irish people. If you want to get our party newspaper, you can. Link is in the description. The Irish Patriot newspaper, or newspaper order, I think it's called. Or if you want to join as a member of Shield na HÉireann, our political movement, you can do so. Let me see here now. Time hit the road down. Right, I'm going to head back to the car here. You staying here or you heading on? Right. Hey, good man. Hey, thanks for coming and helping me out. You're going tomorrow, eh?
No, we'll not be up tomorrow.
No.
Sadly,
right. I'll be probably
we'll up in Donegal there at Easter flowers.
Or out in Guidor. Right. How are you doing, dear? No bother. Thanks very much.
We'll see you again. Anyway.
See you again, Derek. Good man. Hey, see you later. God bless you. Right, away I go. Down the road. I'm away here now. Good luck. Good man. See you there. All right.
I'll follow you something that I'm brilliant.
Are you going up to Letterkenny tomorrow?
My thing up for people.
Hey? I don't know man.
My family was good watch last week then, huh?
Hey?
Celebrating last week, hey? When you
I Donegal and in the football. Down. No, down. They're playing Armagh now next week. Should be an easy one.
I love the video there last year. You always say there's been up in Letterkenny and you're calling them out.
Oh, yeah. It's a regular occurrence. That. Hey, I'm away here. Good luck. Right. Oh. We've 833 watching live. Thank you so much for joining. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe already. I'm trying to do this with one hand here. As I was saying, support our work. Get our newspaper. We've handed out 800 newspapers a day. Join as a member of our political movement. Very much appreciated. We were in Dublin there a few days ago. Carrickmacross today. Now we're in Letterkenny tomorrow. Building Ireland's only largest Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. Keep going, keep chipping away, keep waking up the Irish people. This movement's growing, everybody. Asian cuisine. The beautiful wee town, Carrickmacross. Used to be like a Republican stronghold. Now they've just handed it over to a load of non-Irish. All right. How you doing? Oh, sorry, Jim. Jesus Christ, I had that woman's car. Here's my camera sticking out the back. How you doing? Good crowd, yeah, there's probably 600 people there, I would say, anyway. So you can see there's a beautiful wee town here in Carrickmacross, County Monaghan. It's about, I don't know, it depends on traffic. in Oma, but it's an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours back to Castlin, Mafinia, Castlefin, Donegal, where I live. Alright, I'm crossing the street here, I think. If you know why, you know why. How you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, everybody. How you doing, dear? So well done to everybody. We'll see you all again night tomorrow in Letterkenny, Carrickmacross doing the Donegal. It's 1 p.m. kickoff, 1 p.m. start for the protest. Outside Mr. Chippy, beside Sister Sarah's, at that roundabout there. Get there a bit earlier. It was, Letterkenny, or Letterkenny as they call it, this town's gone, like it's crazy. How you doing? How long am I going the right way here? Where am I going? I think I'm going the right way. I think we marched up this way, didn't we? So I'm just going on a tour of Carrickmacross here. I think we walked up the street, I think. I think so. Is this the way we walked? I think it is. I'm assuming so. Where's that park we were at? Is it up here or down here? Is it down here? I don't know where I'm at. Where am I at? Hey, where's that park at? You know the down there, is it? Alright, good man. Down here, is it? Hopefully that boy's not putting me the wrong way. Is it down there? I don't know where I'm going. Hey, where's that park at? You know where the protest was?
Yeah, it's just see where the car
oh, down there, alright. Sound job. Good man. No, I was going the right way all along. No, cats are fun. See you there. Oh! Let's see if I can cross the road here. Without getting run over. Whoa! So there you go, everybody. Hope you're all well tonight, Friday night. Thanks so much for tuning in. I think I'm going the right way. Feels like a wild walk. Take a left by the migrant centre. So I handed over roughly 800 new shippers a day out of the protest. Hey, keep her up! Hey! I think that's it. Hopefully the boys not sending me the wrong way. Left? Left in here now, that's right. There's Padre Pio and our Lord and Saviour. Statues of them there. Very nice. Oh. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Back down the road now. Good luck, thank you very much. See you there. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all your support and help. We'll be live again tomorrow at about 12:30 in Letterkenny. How you doing? So I'm just parked up here now. Right, I'm over, everybody. God bless us all. Angry bra.